I don't think people really realize, sometimes what it takes to be married. They think it's a fairy tale, and I don't think they understand what goes into it.
It's like it's no middle ground. The thought or the idea of marriage, it goes from fairy tale to hell. It's just you see the happily ever after side or the problematic abusive side of marriage or relationship, but not the middle ground and the work that it takes to sustain it. A lot of people can get married, right? Getting married is easy, but maintaining the marriage is where the work has to be put in. And a lot of people end up being married over time, and then we'll say they have irreconcilable differences. Well, those irreconcilable differences came from a lack of communication throughout the time that you spent in the relationship, and sometimes not being honest, or if there's honesty, there's no compromise.
Right.
It's like people stand on their mountain, right? I'm standing on my mountain of right, and what I say is what I say because it's how I feel, and nobody's going to change my mind about how I feel. That is unrealistic if you expect to have a happy, healthy relationship. At some point, you're going to have to change. And sometimes in the marriage, you have to give up your right? And what that means is you might think you're right about something, but you can be standing on your mountain of right so long, not knowing that it's detrimental to your marriage sustaining and growing and prospering, and you can work through those issues.
Right.
I think we always talk about it. We're not the same people,
at all.
So we're not going to think about it the same way. But just because you don't think the way I think about something, don't mean that I have to, discount what you're saying and not give consideration for it. Marriage is tough. And marriage, it takes love, but it takes more than love.
It does. It takes a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And it takes saying I do every day, every single day. Yeah. It's not a day that goes by that we don't put work and effort, you know what I'm saying, into this thing. This is real life. Like we said earlier, it's easy to get to the altar, but to maintain this thing, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of people that's just they're in a relationship, but it's a confusion ship, right?
Right.
Because it's no respect.
Right.
There's no mutual reverence for one another, right? And that's just honoring one another.
Yes.
I know the way our marriage and our house is set up, I'm the head of the house, right? Yeah. But just because I'm the head of the house, that don't mean I treat you like you're a second-class citizen.
Exactly.
Exactly. I take care of the responsibilities of the house, but I don't cascade it over your head, throw it over your head, right? And make you believe, see, I do all this. I don't remind you of the bill. We don't even have that discussion. I just take care of it,
right?
Because it's what I'm supposed to do. But it's just so many things that happen.
And I love you for that too.
Thank you, baby. I love you too. It's my pleasure to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's my job. It's my role, and I want to play my role. We can get into so many things because a lot of times there's a breakdown of the marriage because there are roles and responsibilities that people play, and they forget about them. The lines get blurred, and disrespect steps in. It's a lot that happens within the marriage confines. I want to be able to talk to you guys more about it. I'm on a date with my wife, but we wanted to sit back and just have some of these critical conversations about what marriage is. Listen, I know my wife is on there a lot. She's talking to the ladies, but there's a lot that I want to say to the brothers as well. And trust me, I feel you. I talk to a lot of guys, and I understand your frustrations and your disappointments, right? But we can get through this thing. What I can tell you is don't give up on marriage. Don't give up on your mate, right? Don't give up on love. Don't give up on the value of a relationship, right? Things will get better, but we'll talk a little bit more later.
Thank you for listening.